I need to build a bridge, specifically a highway bridge, but there's no kits or pre-made structures for what I need. So it's time to warm up the 3D printers because we're creating these bridges from scratch.
This video is brought to you by Model Railroad Academy.
Interstate 77 crosses the railroad I'm modeling near Elkin, North Carolina. The bridge setup is a bit unique. The bridges are your standard concrete bridges, but there are two different styles. The northbound lanes are on an older, narrower 2-lane bridge, and the southbound lanes are on a newer, wider 3-lane bridge, which is actually closer to 4 lanes wide. Now, one great thing about this particular set of bridges is that it has a road running underneath it, so I can get a good look at it from all sides using Google Street View. So I'm examining this bridge for a while. I'm keeping a tab open as I go into Tinkercad to design the bridge sections. Now, this is actually where I have a question for you guys. I'm considering making a guide for Tinkercad and model trains. It's something that it really wouldn't work well on YouTube, so it would take probably a little bit, be a side project of mine, like trying to get that up and running for you guys. I know there's a lot of you that want to try 3D printing, but may be a little nervous about the design aspect and not wanting to, waste money on a 3D printer and not being able to use it. So, like I said, the videos would not work very well on YouTube. They just would get buried by the algorithm. But if this is something you're interested in, let me know in the comments below, and it's something that I might take on as a side project. Now, there are a bunch of other things that you can learn in model railroading, not just 3D printing, and that's where our sponsor comes in, Model Railroad Academy.
Model Railroad Academy is your online resource for model railroad instructions, ideas, and information, with loads of tutorials and articles for model railroaders of every skill level. One video that I've enjoyed recently is Martin Tarnow's fast and easy method for creating a prototypical cityscape. He uses a laser cutter, which is something that I have, which means this is really interesting to me, and I like seeing how he does it. Plus, you can find tutorials on everything from bench work to electronics to scenery, all sorts of things there. The first 1,000 people to sign up at the link in the description below will get a full year of premium membership to Model Railroad Academy for $1.49. Offer is valid for new members only.
Now, I'm actually designing these bridges in several pieces so that I can put it together like a kit. Then I'm going to download the pieces and get ready to slice the pieces for 3D printing, which is the process you do to get them ready. I'm going to be using Bamboo Studio for my Bamboo Lab X1 Carbon and Chi2Box for my resin printer. Now it's time to print, and as you heard already, I'm using a filament printer and a resin printer. Filament printer for the larger sections and resin printer for the detailed stuff. So I set up my X1 Carbon and I let her rip. Then for the detail pieces, the guardrails, the drain pipes, things like that, I'm using my new Elegoo Mars 5. Now some of you may say, Jimmy, didn't you have a different printer? Well, I did, but they kind of stopped making the replacement parts for it, so I had to get a new one, so I saved up and bought the base model Elegoo Mars 5. It's a very nice, simple printer, and I always recommend Elegoo printers, and I absolutely love this one. It works really, really well. They really got these things going right now. Now I slice up everything in Chi2Box and then I go ahead and set it to print out. Once I've cleaned up everything, removed supports, washed the resin parts and everything, I can bring them in here and I just need to glue them together like a normal kit. But there's a few things to note with the glue. Resin printed pieces are resin, not plastic. So any of the plastic welding things such as like Tamiya and those kind of things are not going to work. CA, aka super glue, is going to be your best bet. Now for the filament parts, I printed it with PLA plastic, which is different than styrene that probably a lot of scratch builders are used to. And I found that plastic welding like Tamiya actually worked okay. You just need to put a lot of it on there and leave it some serious setup time. Like I left it alone for a few hours. Now, if you're using something like ABS, which has styrene in it, you're gonna have better luck with a plastic weld thing. I did check some 3D print forums and I found that there's a product called Weld-On 3 that apparently works really well with PLA. And here are the finished bridge segments. I've got a couple more of these to make, and then I'm going to be doing the scenery for the module. That's going to take me actually a couple weeks to get this whole module sceniced out and ready to go, so look for that in the next 2 weeks or so. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Jimmy from the DIY and Digital. Stay safe, be kind, and happy railroading.